Hello students, good morning. In today's session, we are here to learn Science. Unit 3, Energy. Before getting into today's topic, let us recollect our previous session. In our previous class, we saw about atoms, the three types of particles in atoms, that is, protons which are positively charged, neutrons which have no charge, and electrons which are negatively charged. Then we saw about molecules. Then after that we saw heat energy and the uses of heat energy. At last we saw about light energy and uses of light energy. Now let's get into today's topic, electrical energy and chemical energy. At first we can see about electrical energy. We all know that electricity is all around us. Most of us use it every day. To really understand about electricity, at first we should start about atom. As we know, atoms are the smallest minute particles of the element. These atoms are the building blocks of everything. Atoms are made up of three types of particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. The really important particle of an atom is the electron. Not all the atoms have same number of electrons. The number of electrons in an atom can change because electrons can move between atoms. Electricity is the movement or flow of electrons from one atom to another. This flow of electrons is called current or electric current. Therefore, the movement of electrons in the object causes an energy is called electrical energy. Once again I repeat it, the movement of electrons in the object causes an energy is called electrical energy. In our day-to-day life, we use batteries to get electric energy. Electric energy is also generated from nuclear power plants, hydroelectric plants, and windmills. It is also generated from solar energy. Here is an interesting fact. Electric eel is a type of fish which generates electrical energy. It uses this electrical energy to defend itself against its predators. Let us know about the uses of electrical energy. In our day-to-day life, we use electricity for working of fan, light, television, washing machine, electric iron box, electric stove, electric cooker, electric water heater, etc. Electric energy is also used to run cars and trains. Electric energy is mainly used in factories like oil factories, textile factories, cotton industries, and so on to produce their materials. So, these are the uses of electrical energy. Our next topic is chemical energy. Before learning about chemical energy, we should know about elements and compounds. Students, you have learnt about molecules. What is a molecule? Molecules are formed when two or more atoms join together. Here, I say that the elements and compounds are molecules. Now listen carefully. When a molecule contains two or more atoms of the same kind, it is called element. Example: two oxygen atoms joined to form oxygen gas, that is O2. Now let's see compounds. When a molecules contain two or more different kinds of atoms, it is called compounds. Example: two hydrogen atom plus one oxygen atom joined to form water, that is H2O. Hope you are clear with elements and compounds. Now let's learn about chemical energy. Chemical energy is stored in substances when atoms join together to form chemical compounds. Now listen carefully. When the atoms are joined together to form the chemical compounds, energy is stored in that object. Once again, I repeat it. When the atoms are joined together to form a chemical compound, the chemical energy is stored in that substance. Let's see the second point. When two or more chemical substances react with each other, chemical energy is released. So, when chemical reaction takes place between two chemical substances, at that time only the stored chemical energy is released. Let's see some examples for chemical energy. Here are few examples for chemical energy. We get energy which is stored in the food we eat. When we eat food, our body breaks down the food chemically to give out energy. This stored energy in matter is called chemical energy. While switching on a torch, the chemical energy stored in the cell appears as heat and light. Wood, coal and kerosene also have chemical energy stored in them. Now, let's know about the uses of chemical energy. The food we eat contains chemical energy. Chemical energy in wood provides heat energy which helps us to cook food. Chemical energy in coal is used to generate electricity. Batteries we use in our daily life contain chemical energy. Fuels like petrol and diesel also has chemical energy which is used to run vehicles. So these are the uses of chemical energy. Students, hope you are clear with electrical energy and chemical energy. Have a good day. Thank you.